All right. Let me just check. Is it very crisp in the center, or should the mics be closer together? 1, 2, 1, 2.
For Peter, Paul, and Mary, the folk festival at Newport, Rhode Island, was the pinnacle of the folk renaissance of the early 1960s. For us, we could all feel the great sweep of the change that was going on around us, and music was driving it.
I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a soul, I'd sing it in the morning, sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, I got a hammer and I got a bell, I got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's all about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's all about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
For Peter, Mary, and myself, every moment of this festival was special, even the sound checks. It was never a rehearsal so much as it was a reconfirming of our affection for one another.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got those blues when my baby left me down by the Frisco Bay. Yeah, yeah. An ocean liner came and took her away. Yeah, yeah. I didn't mean to treat her bad. She was the best friend I ever had. She let me by, she made me cry, she made me want to lay down my head and die. I ain't got a nickel and I ain't got a lousy dime. She don't come back, I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
Everybody just loved Mary. And for her, the performance was not just for the audience. It was for Dick Canissa, bass player, for the people on stage. That was Mary.
Baby, by San Francisco Bay.
Well, I'm sitting down on my back porch, I don't know which way to go. You know the girl I was so crazy about, she don't love me anymore. Oh, think they're gonna take a freight train, cause I'm feeling blue.
They're gonna ride it to the end of the line,
thinking only of you.
Ain't got a nickel and I ain't got a lousy dime. You know she don't come back, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. If she ever come back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. I'm walking with my baby by the San Francisco Bay. I'm walking with my baby.
For 4 years, starting in 1962, Peter, Paul, and Mary were one of the headliners of this terrific festival. And during that time, Maury Lerner, a wonderful cinema verite documentary filmmaker, recorded that music, which was incredible because it was the pinnacle of the folk revival.
For thousands of the young people who came to the festival, it was about Bob Dylan, Joan Baez or Judy Collins or maybe even Peter, Paul, and Mary. But for the performers, it was all about carrying on the ethic and the tradition with songs like this from the Weavers that had inspired our journey.
Old father's bled at Valley Forge. The snow was red with blood, their faith was warm. At Valley Forge their faith was brotherhood. Wasn't that a time? Wasn't that a time? A time to try the soul of men. Wasn't that a terrible time? Brave men will fall at Galley's dead, now lie in soldiers' graves. But there they stand, the rebel tide and their faith was saved. Wasn't that a time? Wasn't that a time? A time to try the soul of men. Wasn't that a terrible time? The wars are long, the peace is frail, the madmen call again. There is no freedom in a land where fear and hate breathe in. Isn't this our time? Isn't this our time? The time to try the soul of men. Isn't this our terrible time? Our fathers bled at Valley Forge. The snow was red with blood, their faith was warm. At Valley Forge their faith was brotherhood. Wasn't that a time? Wasn't that a time? A time to try the soul of men. Wasn't that a terrible time?
Newport had become an example to the nation and the world of the loving power of music to build community.
Because all men are brothers, wherever men may be, one union shall unite us, forever proud and free. No tyrant shall defeat us, no nation strike us down. All men who toil shall greet us, the whole wide world around. My brothers are all others, forever hand in hand, where chimes the bells of freedom, there is my native land. My brothers are all others, yellow, white, and brown. My brothers' tears are my tears, the whole wide world around. Let every voice be thunder, let every heart be strong, until all tyrants perish, our work shall not be done. Let not our memories fail us, the lost years shall be found. Let slavery's chains be broken, the whole wide world around.
songs like If I Had a Hammer, Because All Men Are Brothers, and Wasn't That a Time were valid in the 50s when the Weavers sang them, and valid in the 60s when Peter, Paul, and Mary sang them, and have a resonance even today.
That's true of the traditional music as well. For instance, this song by Reverend Gary Davis that talks about Samson and Delilah, but really what it's talking about is tearing down the walls of injustice.
If I had my way, I would tear it, build it down. Yeah.
When you read about Samson and you read about his birth, he was the strongest man that ever lived on earth. One day Samson, he was walking alone. He looked down on the ground, he saw an old jawbone, and he lifted up the jawbone and he swung it over his head. But when he got to moving, Lord, 10,000 was dead. If I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. The Samson and the lion, they got an attack, and Samson crawled up on the lion's back. And you can read about the lion, he killed a man with his paw. And old Samson, he got his hands around the lion's jaw, and he ripped that beast till the lion was dead. And the bees made honey in the lion's head. If I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. Delilah, she was a woman, and she was fine and fair. She had lovely looks and she had coal-black hair. And Delilah, she climbed upon Samson, she said, tell me where your strength lies, if you please. And she talked so bad, and she talked so bad. And Samson said, Delilah, cut off my hair, set my head again, lean out the way, and never will be like a natural man. If I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. Yeah.
Nothing tells a gospel story quite like a gospel song. This shout-out spiritual revelation is all about Jesus meeting the woman at the well.
Jesus, he met the woman at the well. Jesus, he met the woman at the well. Jesus, he met the woman at the well. I ain't got no husband, she said, Jesus, Jesus, I ain't got no husband, she said, Jesus, Jesus, ain't got no husband, and you don't know everything I've ever done. He said, woman, you've got 5 husbands. He said, woman, you've got 5 husbands. He said, woman, you've got 5 husbands, and the one you have now, he's not your own. Not your own. She said, this man, he must be a prophet. She said, this man, he must be a prophet. This man must be a prophet. He done told me everything I've ever done. Jesus met the woman at the well. Jesus, he met the woman at the well. Jesus met the woman at the well, and he told her everything she'd ever done.
And now, I've got to fix these microphones. Now, wait a second. Wait a second, you know? All right, I'm gonna... I can't believe this.
On a desert island, a magic, yours and my land. Every day is a holiday with you.
I've been doing this all day. I can't stop myself.
Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Hush, my boy, now hush and listen. And his eyes were all aglow. I bear orders from the captain. Get ye ready quick and soon, for the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. Ah, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the gathering is to be. In the old spot by the river, right well known to you and me. One word more, a signal token, a whistle of the marching tune, with your pike upon your shoulder at the rising of the moon. There beside their fate. Oh, what glorious pride and sorrow fills the name of 98. Yet thank God while hearts are beating, each man bears a burning load. We will follow in their footsteps at the rising of the moon.
For 4 days in July, the space between artist and listener ceased to exist.
Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Sing it with me, Puff. The magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail, and Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon lived.
In an extraordinary time of social and political change, as much as we became known for the songs of the struggle for peace and justice, there was an equally important element of PP&M that related to community and family and just being together. The essence and the message of a music that's been shared for hundreds of years.
In a land called Honolulu, a dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant's rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. Sing it, Puff.
People come up to me and ask me, and they've done this for 50 years, they say, why do you think this song has lasted so long? Why do our kids and grandkids know it? And I tell them because it's not about a dragon. It's about a dragon and a little boy that love each other very much, and at a certain point, little boy has to grow up. So it's about the innocence of childhood lost.
And frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Although Newport's main stage performances were remarkable, many people experienced the essence of Newport in the smaller workshops. These workshops reminded us that the old barriers between traditionalists and the contemporary folk music enthusiasts were fast fading, and that there was more bringing us together than keeping us apart.
A union miners stand together, heed no operator's tale. Keep your hand upon the dollar and your eye upon the scale. A union miners stand together, heed no operator's tale. Keep your hand upon the dollar and your eye upon the scale. Union miners stand together, heed no operator's tale. Keep your hand upon the dollar and your eye upon the scale.
To the audience at Newport and to us as performers, Bob Dylan was more than a performer. He was also a prophet, and he was also a hero. And at the age of 21, he was doing something that defined our aspirations and our hopes in a new way. His songs made us ask ourselves really important questions about who we were and what we really believed in. And when we answered them, we became activists. And that's how it is that probably the most powerful people's movement of the 20th century came into being.
How many roads must a man walk down before they call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? How many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? How many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? How many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend,
come a time when there will be no more hate in the world. That time will be the hour that the ship comes in.
Oh, the time will come up when the wind will stop and the breeze will cease to be breathing. Like the stillness in the wind before the hurricane begins, the hour that the ship comes in. Oh, the seas will split and the ship will hit, and the sand on the shoreline will be shaken, and the tide will sound and the waves will pound, and the morning will be breaking. Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the path, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand will proudly stand the hour that the ship comes in. And the words that are used for to get the ship confused will not be understood as they're spoken, for the chains of the sea will have busted in the night and be buried on the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, a song will lift as the mainsail shifts and the boat drifts on to the shoreline,
and the sun will respect every face on the deck the hour that the ship comes in.
and the sands will roll out a carpet of gold, your weary toes to be a-touching.
And the ship's wise men will remind you once again that the whole wide world is watching. Oh, the foes will rise with the sleep still in their eyes, and they'll jerk from their beds and think they're dreaming, but they'll pinch themselves and squeal and they'll know that it's for real the hour that the ship comes in. And they'll raise their hands saying we'll meet all your demands, but with shout from the bow your days are numbered. And like Pharaoh's tribe they'll be drowned in the tide, and like Goliath they'll be conquered.
Peter, Paul, and Mary were not particularly known for singing the blues, but when we found Tryin' to Win, written by Brownie McGee and Sonny Terry, hey, we locked in some good.
Well, you know that it's hard to love another man's girlfriend. Can't see her when you wanna, can't see her when you can. We may be fighting a losing battle, but having a lot of fun trying to win. You know, I thought it over, these points of view. A one-way love, sure ain't no good for two. We may be fighting a losing battle, but having a lot of fun trying to win. Tell me. Here's my confession, baby. I want you to take heed. From this day on, baby, you can do anything you please.
Anything you please.
Many of the first songs that Peter, Paul, and Mary recorded were traditional, some of them hundreds of years old, like this song, Hangman.
Slack your rope, hangman, slack it for a while. I think I see my father coming, riding many a mile. Father, have you brought me home, or have you paid my fee, or have you come to see me hanging from the gallows tree? I have not brought you home, I have not paid your fee. Yes, I have come to see you hanging from the gallows tree. Well, slack your rope, hangman, slack it for a while. I think I see my mother coming, riding many a mile. Mother, have you brought me home, or have you paid my fee, or have you come to see me hanging I have not brought you home, I have not paid your fee. Yes, I have come to see you hanging from the gallows tree. Slack your rope, hangman, slack it for a while. I think I see my father coming, riding many a mile. Brother, have you brought me home, or have you paid my fee, or have you come to see me hanging from the gallows tree? I have not brought you home, I have not paid your fee. Yes, I have come to see you hanging from the gallows tree. Slack your rope, hangman, slack it for a while. I think I see my true love coming, riding many a mile. True love, have you brought me home, or have you paid my fee, or have you come to see me hanging from the gallows tree?
Yes, I have brought you home. Yes, I have paid your fee, for I have come to see you hanging
from the gallows tree. I want to change the keys.
All right. Just don't change the style.
Go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, the old gray goose is dead. One she's been saving.
As serious as it was when Joan Baez and I would cross paths advocating for causes like the Supreme Court's decision to declare the death penalty unconstitutional, it was also a gift, and most meaningful to me, that we had moments of levity and friendship like this one when we got silly jamming on the old folk song Go Tell Aunt Rhody.
The old gray goose is dead.
The gander didn't luck out so good either. Okay.
What happened to the gander, Johnny?
Well, Peter.
Gander is mourning, the gander is mourning, gander is mourning, because his wife is dead. Go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, the old gray goose is dead.
Everybody singing about the old gray goose. Go tell her Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, the old gray goose is. And more people are singing about the old goose. Tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody. I want everybody to tell Aunt Rhody, sing it with us now. Go, go,
Hey, you know, I was one heck of a rock and roll singer at Birmingham High School.
When Noel Paul Stookey gets to a song like Betty and Dupree, which is an old blues, you can see he still really rocks out.
Little lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow brings. Little lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow brings. It may bring you sunshine, it may bring a diamond ring, but if you lose your man, it won't bring you anything.
So Dupree took a pistol and he robbed that jewelry store. Yeah, Dupree took a 38, he robbed that jewelry store. You know he killed 3 policemen and he left them lying on the floor. You could hear him singing, lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow. 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 And when he got to bed, his Harry was waiting at the door.
Lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow brings. Lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow brings. It may bring you sunshine, it may bring a diamond ring, but if you lose your man, it won't bring you anything.
Now Dupree's in a death house calling out Betty's name. Yeah.
Oh, Dupree in a death house calling out Betty's name. And
The guard said, Dupree, this note from your baby just came.
I came to see you, but they wouldn't let me see your face. I came to see you, but they wouldn't let me see your face. I love you, Dupree, ain't no one gonna take your place. Lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow. Lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow brings.
Lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow brings.
Lie down, Betty, see what tomorrow may bring you sunshine, may bring you a diamond ring, but if you lose your man, it won't bring you anything.
Early in the Morning was one of the first songs that Peter, Paul, and Mary rehearsed. Written by Noel, it was an early predictor of Noel's spiritual path for all the time we were together.
Find a way, find a way,
And find a way
the promised
to the
land.
promised land.
Lonely body,
This lonely body
needs a helping hand.
needs a helping hand.
Oh,
I ask the Lord to help me, please. Find a way.
when a new day is done.
Won't you lead me there?
Won't you guide me safely?
Guide me, golden fair, let me
Your burden share. I praise you,
Lord, won't you lead me, please? Lead me there. When the judgment comes, find the world in shame.
When the trumpet blows, won't you call my name?
But won't you call my name?
When the thunder rolls,
And the heavens rain. When the sun turns black.
never shout again.
Never shine again when the trumpet blows. Won't you call me, please? Call my name.
One thing that was amazing about that time was the optimism we shared. We were absolutely sure that the old order was fading and that the times were for sure changing.
Come gather round the people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changin'. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in spin, and there's no telling who that it's naming. For the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are a-changin'. Come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the the horn, for he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are a-changin'.
Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can lend your hand, for the times they are a-changin'. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, as the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly fading, and the first one now will later be last, for the times they are a-changin'.
It was the tradition that at the end of the festival, all the performers would get on stage to sing the last song of the evening, which was invariably a spiritual. And though we were all singing Come and Go With Me to That Land, it was Odetta's amazing voice that never failed to lead us there.
Come and go with me to that land.